Hi friends, it's Mrs. Kirshner, and I'm here to show you kind of a fun painting project. Okay, Mom and Dad, this is a little bit messy, so if you have a table that is like mine, that probably you don't want to get dirty, okay, you might want to put some newspapers down, or plastic sheets, something like that. If you have an art table that can be wiped down easily, don't even worry about it, okay? You're going to need some finger paint. Now, I made this finger paint. And I will have Stacy include the recipe in the email, a link to the site that tells how you do it. It's real simple. It's just flour, water, and food coloring. Easy peasy, okay? Or if you have some commercial finger paint at home, just go ahead and use that. That's fine also, okay? You're gonna need some scissors, either kid scissors if your child is gonna cut it, or adult scissors if you're gonna cut it, okay? You need a piece of white paper and some brown paper. One piece cut into a long oval shape and one piece cut in a circle shape. And then you're gonna need some bubble wrap. I took this out of just a package that I got in the mail, and so you don't need to go out and buy anything, special if you have it on hand. Or you can just use a tray with no bubble wrap. I use the bubble wrap because I like the sensory feel, okay? But you can just put the finger paint directly on the tray or directly on the tabletop if you're gonna do it that way, okay? I taped it to a tray to save my table. But if you're using like an art table that can be wiped down easily, just tape the bubble wrap directly to the tabletop, okay? What might be kind of fun if you have a lot of bubble wrap is to tape the bubble wrap to the entire tabletop and cover the whole thing. Give them lots and lots of room for their canvas, okay? All right, so step number one, take your white paper, and you're gonna fold it in half, all right? Crease it down, and then you're gonna draw only half of a butterfly shape. Now you might get Mom and Dad to help you with this part, okay? So draw half of a butterfly shape. So gonna make a big loopy for the top wing, and then stop just like that, so it looks kind of like this. And then make a smaller loopy for the bottom wing, and then come all the way up to the edge, okay? When you get done, you might have something that looks a little bit like this, all right? Then leave it folded, okay? Don't open it back up. Leave it folded, and take your scissors, and you're going to start on the folded side right here where it's folded, not the open side, okay? The folded side. And you're going to follow that line all the way around the edge as carefully as you can, okay? Like I said, Mom and Dad, you might want to help out with this part, at least the drawing. They can probably cut it themselves. And just follow it as carefully as you can. And when you open it up, you will have a butterfly shape, okay? Now set that aside for a minute and get your tray with your bubble wrap on it, or go sit down at your bubble wrap covered table and take your finger paints. Now I chose to do purple, pink, and blue because those colors mix together nicely and you won't end up with Shrek mud, okay? But you can use whatever color your child prefers. Okay, and you're going to put a little bit of each color onto the bubble wrap. Directly onto the bubble wrap or directly onto the tabletop if you don't have any bubble wrap, okay? Put some blue here in the middle. Oops, I'm getting some on my table. I'm going to clean my table off when I'm done. Might be a little bit to the outside here. I don't know. Just kind of try to keep it symmetrical when you put the colors on, okay? Friends, remember that word symmetrical? All right, take your fingers and go to town. Now, Mom and Dad, if you have a child who has a little bit of a sensory problem there and they don't really like to stick their fingers in messy things, you can give them a paintbrush and let them swirl the paint around with that. That'll work just as well, okay? Here we go. Ooh, it's ooey gooey. Ooh, and I can feel the bumpies from the bubble wrap. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. Now, Mom and Dad, if you want a butterfly so you can see all the colors swirled together like this, you might want to stop the process right now for just a second, okay? Don't worry, guys. You can always come back and finish, okay? And you can play with this for as long as Mom and Dad will let you, okay? But if you want to keep the colors separate and don't have just a giant purple blob, now would be the time to stop. Take your butterfly that you cut out earlier, and you're going to lay it upside down on top of your bubble wrap. So it looks kind of like that, okay? Then And take your hand and you're going to smooth it out all over, just like this, okay? All over it, all right? Make sure it's all covered good, all right? And then you peel it off. Oh, and you got a really cool butterfly. See how colorful that is? All right? Now, Mom and Dad need to go hang this up or set it someplace safe to get dry, okay? And my friends can continue playing for as long as they like, okay? Now, when your butterfly is dry, and mine isn't quite yet, but it's getting there, you can add, it's stuck to my paper, hold on a minute. There we go. You can add your oval to be the butterfly's body and your circle to be the butterfly's head. And then you can hang them up. It's probably best to wait till it's dry because I did mine when it was still wet and it's kind of gooey and messy. So wait till it's dry before you do that, okay? And have fun.